Shalom, all praises be unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakak Shabbat Shalom. Double honor unto the elder apostles and the elder bishops at Great Millstone who are well and taught us this truth. And this video will serve as another edition of the Sabbath Psalm. And in this week's one, we'll be going through Psalms chapter 50. So it reads, a Psalm of Asaph, the mighty power. Even the Lord Yahweh have spoken and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof. So from the west, from the east to the west, out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, the Most High have shined. And the word Zion there is Tazion, which means monument of the Most High. Let's see what the blue letters say, if they're on point with this. Yeah, Sion, it says here, that's what the Yiddish would say, Sion, but it's Tazion. It says here, parched place, another name for Jerusalem, especially in prophetic books. Mountain, permanent capital. Somewhat. But yes, it means monument of the Most High. It's a monument, which Zion is Israel, you've got Mount Zion, but in prophetic books, as it said, it refers to the nation of Israel, particularly the elect in these closing moments of Earth's history. And in this time, it's speaking of the elect of Israel, the perfection of beauty, and what has beautified the hopeful elect. Us is this word, okay? The Most High have shined, and through the work of the elect, which the Lord put the Spirit in to do the work anyway, the Most High is glorified. That's why the Lord said, how did it go? That men may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. So the good works which the elect do, who's glorified, who's lifted up out of that, who's exalted because of that? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So the perfection of beauty is the elect in this truth. Has Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shined? Our power shall come and shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. Now, that's talking of the destruction. You've got the ICBMs, but this is specifically on the not the missiles. That's the ICBMs on the chariots. Okay, all right. He shall not keep silence. The scriptures speak about a voice that went forth. The sword that came out. That's the laser beams. And in the presence of the Lord, and the holy angels and the elect, there will be a great burning, okay? And it shall be very tempestuous round about him. He shall call to the heavens from above and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And who's the ones who made the covenant? The covenant pertains unto Jacob, unto Israel. And the heaven shall declare his righteousness, for the Most High is judge himself. Selah. And again, the word Selah, the Psalms in Hebrew would be thalalium, which means songs. So where you see the word Selah, it's like a pause in a verse leading into another verse. So Selah means pause. Okay. I read verse 6 again. And the heaven shall declare his righteousness from the Most High, for Most High is judge himself. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the judgment, okay? And the Lord indeed will judge the earth. In Second Ezra it speaks about the Lord will visit the world which he made. To do what? To play catch, to play hopscotch, to do 100-meter dash, to rub you on the back of the head and pat your shoulder. No, the Lord is coming to visit, to judge. For Most High is judge himself. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel, and I will testify against thee. I am Yahweh, even thy power. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he-goat out of thy folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, for the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. I will eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats. And this is parabolic, not that the Lord, the Most High, needs food or anything, but he's just saying, basically, in a poetic way, the Lord isn't in want or need of anything, And even if he was, which is not even possible, but even if he was, he owns everything anyway. So what need would he have from mere mortal men? That's the point it's conveying. Not that the Most High eats and drinks and all that stuff. Okay. The Most High don't need to sleep. Psalms 121 says that he never slumbers nor sleeps. Alright? And it says, offer unto the Most High thanksgiving and pay thy vow unto the Most High. The thanksgiving, this truth is many things, and one of what it is a thanksgiving unto Yahweh B'Ashem Shai, and pay thy vows unto the Most High. The moment we come into this truth, we've entered into a vow, a commitment. You get into the law, a vow a man makes can't be broken, man. Otherwise, the Lord will remember that, and there'll be punishment for the breaking of a vow. So we pay our vow by doing this work, man. Maintaining the faith, doing the work. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. When the elect are delivered, we're going to sing the song of Moses in the chariots, man. The Lord will be glorified. Okay? He will deliver, and we will glorify him. We're going to be glorifying the Lord, man. But unto the wicked, the power saith, what hast thou to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth. That's the small hats. They're claiming to be the people when they're not. And things of that nature, man. Seest thou hate this instruction and castest my words behind thee? They like to hold the Bible and stuff from the Torah. Yeah, we're the people, yeah. But they do everything against the scriptures. Okay? Seeing thou hatest instruction and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. And that's just the characteristics of this devil, man. Thou sayest and speakest against thy brother, and slanderest thine own mother's son. Yep, Jacob and Esau. That's their whole agenda, to slander us and speak against us and do things. And the speaking is really putting things in place to disadvantage us, because he's the one in power right now. So as his mouth speaks, such is decreed, and Jacob is inconvenienced, against thy own mother's son, because we're unidentical twins, right? Would you believe it? Devil is our brother. So I'm joking, but it is what it is, okay? But he was the unprofitable son, not of covenant, man, but to be of the wicked. And it says, these things hast thou done and kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. Yeah, because they've been going so long, it's like, well, they thought the Most High was actually with them. But the Lord said, no, I'm going to set them before in order. They're going to be over you as it should be. Now consider this, ye that forget the Most High, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright, I will shew the salvation of the power. of the Most High, Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. You know, so us ordering our conversation is the conversation of the holy. You know, 2 Peter 3 around verse 9 to 12 speaks about that. You know, seeing then all these things shall be dissolved. 2 Peter 3 and 10, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holiness and godly conversation. The godly conversation and the conversation aright, which is speaking of here in Psalms 50, is just wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So with that, I hope that was edifying. On to the next time. I say shalom.